Do you want to understand people? Stop believing they act from reason. They act from hunger, for power, validation, control, and safety. Machiavelli knew this 5 centuries ago, and nothing has changed. Civilization is just camouflage. Behind every polished smile is a strategy. Behind every apology, a calculation. The first step to becoming dangerously smart is to strip away illusion, to stop expecting morality in a world that runs on advantage. Lesson 1. The mask rules the room. Machiavelli understood that people don't love truth, they love comfort. So the one who controls perception controls power. The smartest people don't show all they know, they build masks that others want to believe. The weak speak their mind, the powerful speak what works. Every social interaction is theater, and your role decides your fate. The quiet person isn't always shy, they're collecting information. The agreeable co-worker isn't always kind, they're securing position. If you think honesty always wins, you'll be devoured by those who understand that truth, delivered unfiltered, is ammunition for your enemies. In modern life, this plays out everywhere. The manager who praises you before cutting your hours, the lover who says, "I'm just confused," while keeping you as an emotional backup, the politician who smiles while stealing. Don't moralize it, learn from it. Master your mask. Show only what strengthens your influence, never what weakens it. Be kind when needed, silent when strategic, charming when useful. You don't have to be fake, just aware. The mask is not deceit, it's armor. Lesson 2. Emotion is the real currency. People think logic governs decisions. It doesn't. Emotion does. From Wall Street to your relationship, everything runs on feelings disguised as facts. Machiavelli wrote, "Men are driven more by fear than by love." That wasn't cynicism, it was X-ray vision. People move when emotion stirs them, not when reason convinces them. The truly intelligent know how to trigger emotion in others while mastering their own. You see it in history. Caesar used generosity to win loyalty. Hitler used fear to mobilize millions. Steve Jobs used vision to make people worship technology. Different emotions, same control. In your daily life, it's no different. The person who makes others feel something, safe, seen, inspired, or afraid, wins attention, and attention is the new throne. Learn to read emotion beneath words. The nervous laugh hides guilt. The overly calm tone hides control. The "I don't care" hides obsession. Once you start seeing emotion as currency, you stop being manipulated and start leading. The key is emotional discipline. If others can trigger your anger, they own you. If you can stay calm when others panic, you already rule them. The modern Machiavellian isn't cruel, they're composed. While the crowd reacts, they think. Lesson 3. People don't want freedom, they want comfort. We love to say we crave freedom, but what most really want is predictability. True freedom demands self-discipline, responsibility, risk. Most humans would rather follow authority than face the chaos of choice. Machiavelli saw this clearly. People will trade liberty for security the moment they feel afraid. That's why fear is the oldest political tool in history. It works because it exploits biology. The brain prioritizes safety over truth. Look around. Governments, corporations, media, they all thrive on managed fear. Fear keeps you scrolling, spending, obeying. The illusion of choice keeps you docile. When you understand that, you stop expecting systems to serve you and start learning how to move within them. You stop waiting for fairness and start designing leverage. That's the shift from victim to strategist. The dangerously smart don't seek comfort, they use it strategically. They step outside it often, train discomfort, and adapt faster than others. Because they know this, comfort is where most people die before their body does. Lesson 4. Kindness without boundaries is self-destruction. Empathy is power when balanced with distance. Without boundaries, it's poison. Machiavelli warned rulers to be both fox and lion, cunning enough to see traps, strong enough to crush threats. In modern life, the same rule applies emotionally. If you're all heart and no guard, people will bleed you dry and call you good while doing it. Think about it. The generous employee who keeps saying yes gets burnout, not respect. The partner who forgives endlessly becomes invisible. The friend who listens to everyone's pain ends up depressed. Kindness without self-respect is self-erasure. There's a reason manipulators target empathic people. They mistake their compassion for weakness. To become dangerously smart, you must weaponize empathy, feel deeply, but act selectively. Help strategically. Protect your time like a treasure chest. The right people won't drain you, they'll match you. And the ones who don't, cut them loose without guilt. In nature, parasites don't apologize. They attach until you notice. Lesson 5. Loyalty is a currency of convenience. We romanticize loyalty, but Machiavelli understood it's fragile. People are loyal until a better offer appears. Loyalty often ends where self-interest begins. This isn't bitterness, it's realism. The smart see loyalty as a dynamic contract, not a lifelong vow. In politics, in business, in love, loyalty lasts only as long as needs align. History proves it. Julius Caesar was killed by his own Senate. Corporate CEOs are replaced by those they promoted. Friends vanish when your success reminds them of their failure. Harsh? Yes. True? Always. So don't build your stability on people's promises. Build it on your perception of their motives. Study what they fear, what they want, what they're hiding. That's the map to their loyalty. Machiavelli wrote, "Men are ungrateful, fickle, and deceitful. Don't resent it. Use it. Expect impermanence. The less you demand loyalty, the more you can appreciate sincerity when it's real." True loyalty only exists between equals, those who respect each other's strength. That's why Machiavellian wisdom isn't about cynicism, it's about clarity. When you stop expecting people to be saints, you stop being their victim. Look at power today, politics, corporations, even relationships. Alliances form and dissolve like smoke. The dangerously smart don't panic when someone leaves, they already planned for it. They play chess while others play hope. Lesson 6. Silence is your greatest weapon. People think power comes from what you say. Machiavelli knew it comes from what you don't. The loud crave validation, the silent observe. Every word you speak is data you surrender, a map of your emotions, your limits, your strategy. The smart speak less, not because they lack words, but because they understand timing. Silence keeps others guessing, and uncertainty is leverage. Watch any master negotiator. They let silence hang in the air until the other person fills it with insecurity. The same happens in relationships. Whoever speaks first in a fight loses emotional ground. Silence unsettles. It creates mystery, tension, respect. It says, I don't chase. I decide. Machiavelli wrote that a ruler must learn to disguise intentions. The same law applies to ordinary life. Don't announce every plan, every feeling, every move. Speak when it changes outcomes, not when it satisfies your ego. The moment you need to be understood, you lose control of how you're perceived. Be silent long enough and you'll start hearing what others reveal by accident. Lesson 7. Betrayal is not evil, it's inevitable. At some point you will be betrayed by friends, lovers, employers, even yourself. Expect it and it loses its sting. Machiavelli saw betrayal not as a moral failure, but as a feature of human survival. When conditions change, people shift allegiance. They'll call it doing what's best for me. You've done it too. The danger isn't betrayal itself, it's your shock when it happens. The naive think loyalty is forever, the wise know it's seasonal. To be dangerously smart, don't fear betrayal, plan for it. Every structure should survive the removal of any single person. Never rely so heavily on anyone that their absence collapses you. In history, betrayal has shaped nations and empires. Brutus and Caesar, Stalin and Trotsky, business partners turned rivals, lovers turned enemies. It's part of the human algorithm. The smartest players use betrayal as feedback. What did this reveal about my expectations, my blind spots, my attachments? When someone betrays you, don't chase revenge. Learn their psychology. They've just exposed how self-interest operates under pressure. That's data you can use forever. Forgive strategically, never blindly. Lesson 8. Influence is subtle power. Force breaks resistance. Influence dissolves it. Machiavelli believed fear is more reliable than love, but modern power requires precision. You must blend both. Influence is emotional engineering, shaping how others see, decide, and act without them realizing you guided them there. You see it in leaders, artists, lovers, and politicians. The influencer doesn't demand attention, they attract it. They don't convince, they plant ideas that grow inside others' minds as if they were their own. That's why persuasion is psychology, not pressure. To master influence, you must understand needs. Every person is a bundle of unspoken desires, to be seen, admired, needed, understood. Speak to those desires and they'll follow you willingly. Tell them what to do and they'll resist. The best manipulators never fight resistance, they redirect it. History is full of this invisible power. Gandhi used moral influence to dismantle an empire. Corporations use branding to sell belonging, not products. Seducers use empathy as a mirror. True influence isn't about domination, it's about resonance. When people feel you understand them, they'll let you lead them anywhere. To become dangerously smart, stop trying to win arguments. Make people feel seen, and they'll hand you the victory themselves. Lesson 9. Never compete where you can't win. Machiavelli warned rulers to choose battles they could control. In life, most people fail because they fight on the wrong battlefield, chasing validation in arenas they were never meant to dominate. The dangerously smart don't compete, they reposition. When others play one game, they invent another. In business, this is the company that rewrites the industry instead of fighting for scraps. In relationships, it's the person who walks away instead of begging for closure. In war, it's the strategist who wins before the fight even begins. Sun Tzu said, "Supreme excellence consists in breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting." That's Machiavelli's philosophy too. Power through foresight, not force. If someone has more experience, more status, more control, don't challenge them head-on. Change the arena. Influence what they can't see. Build your advantage quietly. By the time they notice, it's too late. The modern trap is comparison. Social media teaches you to compete for attention on other people's terms. Stop it. Compete only with your own growth, your own discipline, your own inner mastery. Once you master your lane, others start competing with you. Lesson 10. Master yourself and you master the game. All of Machiavelli's wisdom leads here. You can't outsmart others until you've conquered your own impulses. The greatest enemy is not your rival, it's your reactivity. The one who controls emotion controls outcome. The moment you can't be provoked, you become untouchable. Machiavelli wasn't just teaching manipulation, he was teaching sovereignty. The ability to think clearly under pressure, to act strategically under chaos. Most people panic when their emotions rise: fear, jealousy, anger, greed. The powerful use those moments to observe others' weaknesses and tighten control. Every revolution, every betrayal, every fall from grace begins with someone losing control of themselves. History's smartest survivors, Marcus Aurelius, Elizabeth I, Mandela, mastered emotion before strategy. They turned pain into perspective. They learned that peace isn't the absence of problems, it's the presence of control. To be dangerously smart, you must train your perception. Every insult is a test. Every delay, a mirror. Every failure, a lesson. When others react, you analyze. When others complain, you adapt. When others doubt, you plan. You become the calm center of chaos, the person people look to when everything burns. That's power in its purest form, presence. And once you reach that level, you stop chasing manipulation because you no longer need it. People sense your composure. They sense that nothing external moves you. That's when true influence begins, effortless, silent, undeniable. Machiavelli's final truth is this: the world is not fair, but it is predictable. People are not evil, just self-interested. Learn that, and you stop resenting. You start using reality as material for strategy. You stop asking life to be kind, and you start asking how to win with what you've been given. That's the edge: ruthless awareness, emotional control, quiet intelligence. The world doesn't reward the loud or the kind, it rewards the perceptive. So don't aim to be good. Aim to be clear. Don't aim to be liked. Aim to be effective. And when people call you cold, remember, ice doesn't burn, but it never breaks.